the Little Angels High School Alumni Success Stories podcast. This series brings together the voices of our proud alumni who have carried forward the values, spirits, and learning of our school into their professional and personal journeys. This series aims to inspire our students, encourage our parents, and celebrate the bond that ties our community together. Today, we are delighted to have with us Mr. Vikas Agarwal from the graduating batch of 2007. We are so excited to hear about your story, the milestones you have achieved, and how your time at LAHS helped shape your future. So, our first question is, could you introduce yourself to our audience and tell us a little about what you do today?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me. Hi, my name is Vikas. I graduated in 2007 and post Little Angels, I actually went to the University of Delhi. I studied Bachelor's in Financial and Investment Analysis from the Shaheed Sukhdev College of Business Studies. Post that, I actually started working with a Member of Parliament. I used to work on issues such as public policy and issues which are related to Parliament. After that, I ended up completing my MBA from the Indian School of Business in 2016, and post that, I joined the world of media. After my MBA, I went and I started working with Disney Hotstar. Then I moved to Times of India, and currently I work at YouTube, and I do government partnerships for YouTube right now.
Looking back, what were some key turning points in your journey after leaving Little Angels High School?
After leaving Little Angels, I think one of the key turning points for me, which in hindsight now I can tell everyone, was me joining my street theatre society at my undergrad. It essentially gave me an understanding of how the world around me works, like what you consider of the society at large, and how different it is in actual. I think that was one big turning point. I think the second one was when I started working for a Member of Parliament. I used to work for a Member of Parliament from Sikkim, and when you understand what does a job of a public representative is, how difficult it is, how interesting it is, and how complicated it can be. I think that was number two. And number three, essentially what I feel is that after my MBA, when I went ahead and I joined the world of media through Disney Hotstar now, which is called Geo Hotstar, I think that was another bit, because these 3 points essentially made me understand and how I see the world and how I actually respond and react to the world as well. So fundamentally, one was at college, one was before my MBA, and one was after my MBA. So these 3 were the points that I think genuinely shaped my life.
So, what do you consider your biggest achievement so far and why?
I think the first achievement that comes to mind is me participating in the Bonvita Quiz contest. The reason why I say this is because that was one big factor that really helped ignite the curiosity in me, which continues till date. And the second one, which also happens to be a non-academic, non-work related thing, is when I wrote my plays for my college after I graduated, I continued to help my college. And I think the reason when I went to research about those plays, because all these plays were about societal topics, it fundamentally gave me an insight into how our world operates, how the society around me operates, and what is my position in the society. And through that lens, I started seeing life, and I continue to see life through that lens.
What are some memories from your school days that still stay with you?
You ask anyone from my batch or people who graduated during my time, canteen is the one that will stay with everyone. The 4th bell ringing, the lunch starting, and everyone rushing to the canteen to form a line, because samosas are coming in, cream rolls are coming in, patties are coming in, and the rush there, it's still like yesterday. And second was from my annual function. This was when I was in grade 12. And for some reason, I still remember there was a crowd of about, say, 500 to 700 people. And I was there comparing the annual function event. And we had to say hello in multiple languages. And that's the first time I was actually introduced to multiple languages. And Ahlan Wasalan is how you would say hello in Arabic. And for some reason, that memory stays with me. And that memory actually helps me till date. It made me a more confident person to go out, express myself, even in front of people that I don't know. So those are the 2 memories which gave me the love of food, which I still hold, and the joy of speaking in front of anyone and everyone, which I still hold.
Love.
Thank you.
So, how do you think the values and learning from our school prepared you for challenges beyond academics?
So from our school, the learnings and were actually, I think one is inclusiveness, because I think everywhere you go around the school, the idea that we grew up with is the world is one, right? I think there is also Vasudeva Kutumbakam that is written across the school as well, which I genuinely think it's true. Second is empathy, right? If you are at a place of privilege, you need to see the world through eyes of empathy, because I don't think a big person is a person who treats a stronger person better. A big person is a person who treats the weaker person better. And I think this is one of those qualities that the school imbibed in me. And the last is to handle anything, if be your success or your failures, with grace, right? Because no one likes a sour loser, right? And I think that is what the school really gave me. It was inclusiveness, it was empathy, and to see life through grace.
So, what advice would you give to the students who are preparing for their journey ahead?
This is not the first time I've been asked this question, and the thing is, to each person has their own such unique journeys, right? And I can say this with some authority because people around me, right? Someone is doing their own startup, someone's a doctor, someone's an engineer, someone is who decided to stay back in Gwalior to run their own family businesses. What one thing which is common across all my friends and all people who have seen succeed in life are the people who don't stop learning. Curiosity and your urge to learn continuously, is something that makes a person stand out. That's the difference between good and great, right? So don't stop learning. And I know it's very easy to say for me, someone who's already graduated, right? But I think as soon as you realize this and as soon as you imbibe this in your life, the further you go. So that's how I would put it.
Well said. How should students balance their academics with extracurricular activities and personal growth?
Oh, this one is not a new question. This question was relevant when I was there. This question is relevant when you are here. This question will be relevant when you are here as well. I think one thing that we should definitely pay more attention to is listen to your teachers, because we thought we knew better than our teachers. We didn't. You might think you know better than your teachers. You don't. And the story keeps on repeating itself, because when they are thinking, because they're able to see a child for what he or she is capable of, and they do nudge you in the right direction. And number two is, whatever you decide to do, right, just go deep into it. Because the moment you are able to prioritize what you think is right for you, and instinctively you do need that. Once you have those priorities in place, whatever you decide to go deep in, rest everything balances out itself. So I think just listen to your teachers and just focus and go deep into one, and you'll be good.
How do you continue to stay connected with Little Angels or your batchmates?
Oh, the gift of internet, right? Like on all my close friends, we do have multiple WhatsApp groups through which I am connected. With Little Angels, I think I keep on getting updates through Facebook, and whatever time, whenever I'm back home, whatever time I get, I do want make it a point to meet all the close friends that I have. And I think on a more professional front, because students from this school are spread across, right? And I'm also connected to a lot of them through LinkedIn. It's also good for me to know that, where my school folks are throughout the world. So I think multiple facets, but all through internet. And the closest ones, of course, I will make sure I take a time out to see them in person, to just reminisce about a lot of things old. But yeah, for the rest, internet's the place.
Lovely, lovely. So, lastly, if you had a chance to contribute back to our school community, what would you most like to do?
I think the best way that I think I can contribute to the school was just by sharing my personal experiences, because the personal experiences of me and my peers have shaped me personally through my life journey, and I think I would be able to share experiences with them to just make them see the world in a slightly different light. Because at school, kids feel that they have a certain idea of the world. I would just like to add that their idea is great, but there's a little more to what they know. So that is how I think I can contribute back to the school.
Thank you so much, Mr. Agarwal, for sharing your inspiring journey with us and for reminding us what makes Little Angels High School a family that extends beyond classrooms. We are sure your story will motivate students, teachers, parents, and our community. We look forward to keeping this bond alive and wish you many more milestones in your future. To our listeners, stay tuned for more alumni success stories that highlight how education, values, and determination can shape futures.